Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Original Aboriginal Tarot. Today I'll be doing your energy readings for the week of August the 8th through the 14th, fire signs. 8th through the 14th, 2021, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high. Okay, thank you. Coming to you, asking please for messages for the collective, the fire signs, August 8th through the 14th. And that's going to be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high. Coming to you, asking please for messages, guidance, and direction to help the collective of the fire signs. Excuse me. Fire signs. Their message to the week of August the 8th through the 14th, 2021. You guys know if you want to get straight into your reading, there's always timestamps in the description box below. There's also information on how to request a personal reading if that's something you're interested in. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. Hit the thumbs up, the like, share. And that way you'll be notified each time, okay, when I upload videos for y'all. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine most high. Coming to you, asking please for an additional number for guidance and direction. Help the collective of the fire signs with their journey through this week, August 8th through the 14th, 2021. Additional number, please. Oh, it's supposed to be that way. It's the way it cut, you guys. Thank you. Okay, fire signs, energies are on the table. We'll get started with you first, Aries. Okay, Aries, let's see what your crystal grid is for the week. Balance, and these are shaman stones. Balancing your energy this week. Get yourself an image of that so you can meditate on the crystal grid image. And so the message for you with this, and your number is 32. 3 plus 2 is a 5. So you have a number 5 already this week that's come in. This is about balance. Shaman stones come in pairs. The female being the smooth stone and the male having protrusions. They are incredibly grounding stones that lend themselves to clearing emotions and dissolving blockages within the lower chakras to align and balance the male-female aspect within yourself. In this spread, both are joined, but the masculine is giving its strength to the feminine. It's very easy for females to try and take on the masculine role, and sometimes it is necessary to get through life. But remember to nurture the feminine qualities that you have. Everything needs balance in this world, like the yin and yang. Each quality needs equal but opposite partners. Needs to be an equal but opposite partner. If you're feeling out of balance, holding a stone in each hand can bring your balance back and help you find your center again. Shaman stones are the same as the name suggests, are used by shamans to ground or anchor them to the earth when they meditate or go on a journey, among many other uses. They are highly protective as their makeup suggests, and they are strong iron or rock surrounding a soft inner core of sandstone, making them excellent stones for protection. This grid is made up of the shaman stones, quartz, and they list here the arrow isn't really a stone, okay? It's just the direction for grounding. And this is speaking to balance and dissolving blockages and getting yourself aligned. And that's the energy that's come through for you this week, okay? So shaman stones and quartz, which is used to amplify the shaman stone, obviously, is what this is. So you need to ground and get balanced this week. And your number already is a 5. Let's see what Tarot has to say. Here it is. You have the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Swords. It's air energy and moving on. Making a tough decision to move on. Then you have the 3 of Cups, celebratory energy. So once you move on, there'll be something for you to be able to celebrate with others. And then you have the Hermit, which is, this is going within, right? So you can see things from a different perspective here. Numbers, additional numbers. So here you had a 32, which is a 5. This is a 6. You have a 3. And this is a 9. And honestly, you have, wow, this is that 369, right? The creation number. Very interesting. With the 5 on top telling you to get balanced. Sequential order would be a 3, then the 6, and then the 9. So that's why I moved the cards for you in the sequential order and which way it should go. Yeah, the recent past must have been something you were celebrating with others or having a good time. This 6 speaks to you having to make a decision, a hard one, to move on. And maybe it's just moving on to some time for yourself to get balance here. So if we're going in sequential order, of course, the 3 of Cups is what will be first for you this week. So right at the very beginning of the week or your not too recent past, there's just something about hanging out with friends that has a sparkle all of its own. Being appreciated for who you are and appreciating others simply for being them, and this generates a warmth and acceptance that radiates outward. When you are with your people, you feel like your best self because you are being reflected back to yourself through your friends and through their eyes. So genuine affection has a way of making people beautiful. Advice for you this week with this card is to enjoy the comfort and joy of being with friends. And if you have no immediate plans, then arrange something and get a booster shot of feel-good vibes. So pay attention to, hanging out with your friends, enjoying yourself. This is something that will help you get yourself back into balance, especially if you've been working hard and maybe you haven't been socializing. So that's come in. Right behind it is the 6 of Swords, which is air energy. This is thoughts. This is communication. The 6 of Swords is the only solution to a situation seems to be to run away. That's not always the right answer, but sometimes getting to a safer place is the only option. Some solutions are not salvageable and some situations are not salvageable and some relationships cannot be mended. Difficult travel through choppy waters may not be easy, but the end result promises parting clouds and encouraging sunshine and a peaceful place appropriate for regrouping and making new plans. And this is that balance, like I was saying. This is a 6, right? The balance is a 5. So you have 5, which is right above 6. And you needing to get back into balance. This is what this is speaking about. Your advice for the week with this is to get out of the situation so you can see more clearly what you're dealing with. Only with the benefit of distance will you be able to figure things out. Take some time to distance yourself so that you can see clearly what's going on to help, so you can get yourself into balance, right? Things you need to see. Future outcome is the Hermit. And that's that, going within and getting a better perspective on things. That's what this is speaking of. The Hermit, and this is your major arcana for the week, by the way, so this is the overall energy of your week. But the Hermit is about society, friends, family, and anyone trying to sell you anything can claim to know just what is needed in this situation. Unfortunately, none of them has the right answers. It's hard to step out of the realm of normal or acceptable behavior, but nothing less than authentic action will do, and no one can tell anyone else what that is. So the advice that you need is going to have to come from within, you getting the balance that you need before you can see clearly what you need to do, and whatever the situation is. I saw the 3 of Cups, but it also made me think maybe you are hanging out with certain people too much and you need to pull back and spend some time to yourself to really get balanced and focus on what you need to do, what's best for you, okay? Your advice with the Hermit card this week is to withdraw from all kinds of offers of advice and guidance. It is best for you to eliminate all further input. You have all that you need. Question everything with only your own heart, mind, and soul as the measure. And keep what rings true and discard all of the things that don't. So you're being told not to take outside advice, right? You need to go within. It's Speak to your higher self, get connected, and make the decision that you need to make for yourself without anybody else's input. That's the only thing that's going to fix your situation, whatever it may be, and get you back into balance. This is the future card for you, and also the major arcana over your week. And these numbers coming in with a 3, 6, 9 and speaking to creation. If it's work and a project and something you're working on, you need to only work with yourself on whatever it is to get the guidance and the direction to go next. If it's, you know, friends, family, people trying to tell you what to do, the only answer that you're going to get that's going to be best for you is through your own mind, right? Use balance and get connected with you. Speak to your higher self. That's the only way you're going to get the answers that you need. You have a 5, you have 3, 6, and 9. Your additional number is 88, which is talking about abundance. 88 is 16, and 6 and 1 is a 7. So here it is, you have 5, 6, and 7. If this is work related, you take the time to go within, you're going to come up with a solution, an answer to whatever it is you're doing that's going to bring you abundance. Okay? With this 88 coming in for you. And so the message that comes with your Merkaba card, your number 88, in abundance. This is a card that indicates a need to adopt an attitude of abundance in order for you to attract in and attract it to you and into your life. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to recognize the numerous opportunities that are in front of you. For the universe is bountiful and there's plenty to go around. And since you attract what you believe, you must improve your perception of the world. Replace your thoughts of scarcity, competition, and shortage with feelings of abundance, prosperity, and hope. The universe has an infinite supply of love, health, wealth, and wisdom, and therefore, a greedy, competitive mindset only presents abundance. It prevents abundance from flowing. At this time, you must recognize and address any limiting beliefs that are blocking this flow. Perhaps you were brought up to believe that money doesn't grow on trees, or maybe you aren't convinced you deserve to be happy, successful, and prosperous. When you change your perception, you change the circumstances of your life. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to adopt an attitude of abundance. Share what you can with others, because there's enough for everyone, and be grateful for what you already have and know there's plenty more to come. When you believe that the universe is abundant, you can make your dreams come true. Your affirmation for the week, Aries, is the universe has unlimited abundance, so I always have what I need. And this is just having a prosperity mindset and switching your mind to thinking positive about the relationship you have with money, okay? Get yourself into balance and just know that there's always enough, more than enough for everyone. This is what you're being encouraged to do this week. I hope this resonates with you in some way and you're able to make some decisions to help you on your journey, Aries. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Also, like the video, give it a thumbs up, share this channel. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check the description box below, okay? Hope to see you again here next week. Be well. Okay, Leo, let's see what grid you got this week. Crystal grid is transition, and this is botryoidal lepidolite. And the number you got is 33, which 3 plus 3 is a 6. Look at that deep purple. Beautiful. So your crystal grid, the message that comes with this, the stone of transition. This indicates a time of restructure and reorganization of old patterns and beliefs. It may be a stressful time for you, but it is time to bring calm and harmony into your life. Trust that with transition comes new ways of thinking and being. The upheaval is all part of the process, and there's no need to worry. Everything is as it should be. Allow yourself to flow through this transition, knowing that old patterns will be transformed into new ways of thinking and being for your higher good. What no longer serves you is being transformed into something that will. so you can bring a sense of stability back into your life. This in turn will also help with bringing back your emotional balance. Meditating with this stone or card, or even just asking for the energy of lepidolite to be with you at this time may bring a sense of calm. Lepidolite is known for its ability to relieve stress. Being a purple stone, it helps with the mind or the third eye chakra to reduce obsessive thoughts. It is also used near computers to absorb the electromagnetic energy that they create. So let lepidolite alleviate your stress and bring calm to your body and your environment. It will clear blockages that are holding you back so you can move forward uninhibited. It's time to balance your emotions and de-stress and focus and achieve your goals with or without the help from others. You can do this. You are doing it. Trust in the process and you will be rewarded. Encouragement for you. The qualities of this grid and what it will do for you: it will help with transition and absorption of negative energy, and it brings you stabilization. The grid is made up of botryoidal lepidolite, quartz, amethyst, and optical calcite. And get yourself a screenshot or image so that you can meditate and harness the energy of this, okay, to help you this week. Very nice energy. You have 3 and a 3, which is already a 6. Tarot wants to support the energy. You have the King of Swords, authoritative energy. This is communication. This is also in the mind. Very strong, authoritative king here. Sword energy. And then you have the Chariot, which is number 7. Speaking to forward motion. That's your major arcana that's come in. And then right behind it, Judgment. Another major arcana that's come in for you. Others will be looking up to you. Decisions being made. More of that sword energy, but into the major arcana. Very nice. Numbers right now, 6. You have a 7. And the Judgment card is 20, which could be reduced to a 2. Very first card of your spread this week, or not too recent past here, you have this King of Swords energy. And the King of Swords believes that it is his duty to serve the greater good by wielding logic, reason, and intelligence. And he tries to make the best decisions he can based on the facts and his past experiences. He sometimes forgets to factor in the emotions and sensitivity of others. He understands the power of words, and therefore he can be silent, or he won't speak until he is sure of what he wants to say. And this can come across, of course, as rude. People give you the silent treatment. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're personally attacking you. It's just them deep in thought. But because they're not communicating, you can't read their mind. You perceive it as something other, okay? Advice for you this week with this card is to gather all the information you can and process it logically. And make sure you're clear on what you think before you take any action. So this is getting clear with your thoughts, making sure you know what it is. Using all of your reason, your intellect, your wits, right? Logic to make a sound decision. Why? Because right behind it, this is this card, this major arcana card of motion, which is the Chariot. And with that being a 7, it's right under 6, which was transition, right? Transition, and then 7, Chariot. This is that forward motion. But make sure you've thought about it before you act on it. The message with the Chariot says it's time to take control and move ahead. Nothing's going to happen unless someone takes action. The situation may be new or feel new or different from your past experiences, creating a sense of anxiety or uncertainty. Perfectionism, though, isn't required. Simply doing something will suffice. Think it through logically, make the best decisions you can, even if you're uncertain or you have anxiety about it. Just know you've given it the best logical choice, right, to move ahead. Advice for you with this: you have the reins, so pick them up and just plunge in. Even if you feel awkward, don't worry. Your skills may be untested, but you do have them. So think of this as a test drive. See how it feels and make adjustments as you go. Yeah, just get moving. Just take the action and get moving on it. It's time for transition. Hey, it's your birthday month or new year for you, and it's time to move forward into these new goals, dreams, desires that you have. If you've been procrastinating, this is definitely a swift kick in the butt to get moving, okay? It's time for transition that's come up for you. Right behind this, also another major arcana that's come in for you this week is the Judgment card. Of course, you've made the decision, you've judged it, right? This is the future outcome card that's come out for you with Judgment. The message for you with this is judgment. Judgment isn't about being judged per se, or at least not being judged by others. It is about being connected, and not just to your own inner voice, but also to whatever kind of power or being or idea that is more than yourself, right? Speaking to your higher self, your ancestors, and your guides. Judgment is frequently defined as the call, meaning you receive clarity about some larger task or joy or action that your soul wants you to take. So movement, getting in contact with spirit, whatever source it is that you go to help you make this decision and judge and move forward. Your advice with this card, the urge you're feeling, that big wonderful thing that you're thinking of doing, do it. Don't question it, because you know it comes from the purest and best part of yourself. Again, more from major arcana from your ancestors and guides saying transition is at hand. It is time for you to move forward into your new year. New, fresh, exciting energy. Go after your dreams. Go after your goals. Don't waste time this week with that. Okay? You have transition with number 6. You have the Chariot with number 7. Judgment, of course, with 20 or the number 2. Additional number you have is 99, compassion. 99, so 9 and 9 is 18, and 8 plus 1 is a 9. More purple, just like this transition. Compassion. And the compassion, I believe the energy is just talking about, like with this King of Swords, where possibly, you're so deep in thought, you're not thinking about others because you're focused on the transition and what it is you need to do. The message that comes with this Merkaba card, and it's number 99 for compassion, indicates a need to be kind and compassionate towards others, especially those who extend beyond your family and circle of friends. Whether it's the ill-tempered clerk at the supermarket checkout or a homeless person on the street, you're being urged to look beyond your judgments to see what lies beneath. There is a lot of truth to the saying, don't judge a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. For how could you possibly know the story behind another person's life? So watch how you look down your nose at others as far as judging them, especially while you're transitioning. You don't want to do anything that could potentially damage bridges that you're building, connections you might need, that kind of thing. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to open your heart and mind to see others through the eyes of love. Every time you feel someone else's pain as if it were your own, you raise your personal vibration and the vibration of the world. When you show kindness toward a stranger, you're living as your higher self. And when you're understanding and loving, you align yourself with the divine. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of life, the cycles that are encouraging you to show compassion towards others. As you broaden your understanding of other cultures, personalities, and points of view, you increase the potential avenues to making your dreams come true. Observation without judgment is the key to your success. Your affirmation for this week is, I am compassionate towards others and attract the same in return. This is a warning to you about judging others based on how they look or appear on the outside, because you don't really know what someone's going through. And judgment did come up for you in this future outcome, so that's another mention of judgment. With your transition, just be mindful of that, okay? Having compassion towards others, and also you're being nudged to hurry up and get moving on whatever this dream or goal is you have, and embrace the transition and the change that's coming for you this month, and really heading into your new year, Leo. So I hope this message resonates with you, was able to give you some insight on decisions that you may need to make this week. Also, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, click the bell. Also give me the thumbs up for liking the video. And Share the channel, please. I really appreciate it. You can always leave me a comment. I'd love to hear about it, Leo. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you again here next week. Be well. Okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your crystal grid for the week. Protection, and you got black tourmaline. The number is 26. 2 plus 6 is an 8. Black tourmaline is a great crystal for protection. But go ahead and get yourself a screenshot of the image. Get a good look at that. So the message that comes to you with the crystal grid this week with black tourmaline. Does everyone seem to want something of you and you seem to be running on the spot and getting nowhere? Are you feeling super emotional? You just want everyone to leave you alone? It could be time for you to put up some protection. This is a good indication that you're allowing energy to interfere with your own. You're taking on everyone else's problems or feelings and everyone else's energetic disharmony, and it is not doing you any favors. So picture putting a bubble around yourself and let all the negativity deflect or bounce off of it. Notice how the grid is created in this image. It is like a shield, and this is exactly what you need to do. It doesn't mean blocking people out or disassociating yourself from them. It just means you're saying my energy is my own, and you may not take it over or enter into my energy if it is not for my highest good. Black tourmaline grounds and absorbs negative energy and is one of many stones, but especially if you're very sensitive, black tourmaline will help you feel your strength return, and all the people and the events that have been draining you will dissolve away, leaving you with a sense of calm, strength, and renewed purpose. The energy of this grid will provide you protection, strength, and positivity, and the stones used in it are black tourmaline and quartz. So you need to be creating a protective boundary around yourself and don't allow other people to be energy suckers, right, or energy vampires. Yes, it's okay to help people, but not to the fault of your own protection. Okay, let's see. Tarots come in for you with the Hangman. Major Arcana for the week, seeing things from a different perspective. You have the Knight of Swords. This is right underneath the protection, right? He's got his sword up. Swift moving thoughts and communication here with this. It's fast energy, air energy. And then you also have the Six of Pentacles, right? Having enough to give. So this is why you're being encouraged to protect yourself, because in the future you're going to still be giving, but you need to protect your energy now. Major Arcana though for the week is the Hangman. Numbers so far, 8. The Hangman is 12. 2 and 1 is a 3. And you also have a 6. So the very beginning of your week, also your Major Arcana here, this may have been your recent past, but it's coming in this week's energy, is the Hangman. The meaning of this card is once the action has been taken, all you can do is sit tight. You've done your best by your own beliefs, and now you wait and see, like a breath taken in and held. There's little movement, and it can be maddening. Every instinct urges movement, and yet physical movement is impossible. The mind and the heart are still active, and maybe distressingly so. This is the mental energy that you're in. Right behind it, I know this is the Knight, so this is all about communication and mental thoughts. You needing to take a break and protect yourself, especially feeling this way. Your advice with this card though is you've done the thing that you've done the thing, and you can't take it back. So even though you don't know the outcome, you did the right thing in the moment. So remain still and quiet, employing meditation or prayer to comfort the heart and the mind. This is that going within protective energy that you need to be holding on to. Here it is right behind that. And this is again your thoughts and possibly communication, but it sounds like it's mental and what you're thinking. You have the Knight of Swords energy, air. The meaning of the card of the Knight of Swords, it is committed to the truth and understands it. And this is a knight, like all the knights, he's focused and driven. He uses words and logic to support his agenda, which may be awesome or may be flawed. Why? Because swords cut, and they cut deep. Have to be careful with that. Marvelously skilled with words, he can convince people that he is right. And this is great power, and it brings with it responsibility. Fighting for the truth is great, but doesn't always verify that the ideas are the truth. Your advice is to not assume your truth is everyone else's, and make sure you examine the big picture, including opposing ideas, before you fight for your own ideas. So if you're giving advice and you are in this place of, defending it and swearing and thinking you're right, it's possible you need to take a step back, which is why Hangman came in. And don't make any movements. Don't force your ideas and thoughts on others, because maybe you're not seeing it from the right perspective. The whole thing about him hanging upside down is viewing something from a different perspective. And it could be you're trying to force something that isn't right, even though you think it is. You need to be mindful of that this week. How you communicate. Watch your words, especially with that sword energy. It can be very cutting. Surround yourself with protective energy right now so you can get yourself focused, okay? Before you try to push something on others that maybe isn't going to be accepted, or it just may not be right and you just don't see the flaw in it. You don't know why it isn't right. But it'll get revealed if you change your perspective. But behind it here is the Six of Coins that comes through for you. This is grounded energy, it's earth energy. And the meaning of the card is said that politics is about who gets what, when, and how. But this card isn't necessarily about politics. It is about the haves and the have-nots and the distribution of resources. So someone has what is needed and others have needs. The person holding all the coins is making decisions and judgments about who gets the help that they requested. Some may leave satisfied and others may not. And this could be tied to the decisions that you're making here, where you think you're right about deciding who gets what. Your advice with this card, you have the ability to help someone, and you should. Furthermore, it would be nice if you did it as kindly and generously as possible, helping the person retain their dignity. There's a work environment, and there are others that need your assistance or your help, and you feel like, no, you need to take care of it yourself. I've already shown you how to do this, or I've already done this for you other times, or in that aspect, you need to rethink that, okay? It could be relationship related with your partner or your companion. It could be friendship related or family related, all of these things. If you're in a position where you're able to allocate help, whatever means of help, if it's giving of your time, if it's finances, advice, whatever, you need to be open to that, okay? For everyone, see it from all perspectives, not just from your own point of view, okay? Put yourself in that person's shoes. This is what your future outcome is here with this 6. So 2 and 6 is an 8. This is a 7. This is a 6. Additional number for you this week is a 10, karmic completion. That's the Merkaba number, karmic completion, that's come in for you. The message that comes with your number, your Merkaba card, number 10. And this card indicates the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you have successfully cleared a contract or debt from your past. And this could refer to a challenging situation you've recently conquered in your life, or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort or pain. Even though there are ongoing lessons to confront throughout the course of your life, you will never have to experience this particular lesson again. Something you've gone through recently, you've had to deal with karmic energy in your past. This card also represents the Wheel of Fortune, which whatever goes up must also come down. And just as the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing, you're being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and lows in your life. For it is in your ability to adapt that you will make your dreams come true. And by starting or stating, "This too shall pass," in the face of each and every experience, then you remain centered, grounded, and stable. And that's what the protection energy came in for you with Black Tourmaline. The warning to you about how you share and give things to others. People have their hands out. Remember, what you do to others comes back to you. That's karmic energy, right? It comes back around. Just like this card mentions, the Wheel of Fortune. That wheel turns. What you put out, you get back. So be mindful of that, okay? In order for you to better your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that have cleared you of a karmic debt from your past. So pat yourself on the back and acknowledge your efforts and achievements. By continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you'll be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. Affirmation for you this week, Sag. I clear debts from my past and create a happy, harmonious life. Okay, so the debt has been paid from a previous life on the karmic cycle. And the last thing you want to do is create any negative karmic energy that may have an impact on you in the future. Okay, so be mindful of that. Protect your energy. Look into black tourmaline. Also put yourself in other people's shoes, which is part of the lesson you probably previously just learned, just like the hangman does, different perspective, okay? Hope this helps you this week or resonates with you in some way. You're able to make some decisions on what you need to do moving forward. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell so you can be notified. I do your readings every week. Also, check the description box below if you're interested in getting a personal reading. I can provide you with that. Please give me a thumbs up on the video. Go ahead and share the channel as well. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, Sagittarius. I hope to see you again here soon. Be well.